a Dota 1 game. You know, we are going to move into story time to close this, and this is good. I just remembered this weird... It's a sad story, but it's Dota related. So this is 2 or 3 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. I can't remember. Living in an apartment with my ex-girlfriend. You know, we're hanging out. Classic Friday. She's sitting in the bedroom doing her nails, watching Jersey Shore. I'm alone in the office playing Dota 1, right? Playing the NA servers, those little bots. I'm grinding hard. And
bots?
No, like the bots that like run the servers, so it counts stats, like the ladders or whatever. I forget what they were called. But so I'm playing, I'm gaming, right? It's fucking serious. And if you recall, there was no way to reconnect in Dota 1 unless you made it in that like 40-second window when the game freaks out and you just get back in there and, oh god, I hope I didn't DC. So you can't just get up and pause. You can't just reconnect to the game. So someone's banging on the door. My girlfriend gets up and I hear this guy yelling and he says, "Your daughter just jumped off the roof." And my girlfriend's like, "Who the fuck are you? Why are you telling me I have a daughter? Because I don't. What are you talking about?" And the guy's going on. She keeps saying she's downstairs. She got hit by a car and her mom's up here and I had to go get her. She was like, "Well, you seem confused, sir." So she shuts the door, comes back. She starts talking to me. And I'm like, "Yeah, whatever. I'm busy. I'm playing Phantom Lancer. This is serious." So the guy knocks on the door again. And she goes downstairs and looks. And she comes running back in. And she's just like, "Oh, my God. Our neighbor's daughter jumped off the roof and got hit by a car." So I'm sitting there just like, fuck, this sounds like a really good reason to abandon this game, but I'm going to get a disconnect on my account. God, decisions to be made. So I tried to do that middle ground where I'm like, all right, I'm just going to go AFK in the trees. Of course, I was playing a carry. I was actually playing Phantom Lancer. So go in the trees, I go outside, and as soon as I see the mess, I'm just like, all right, that's a game worth abandoning. I look down and my God, I don't know if you've ever seen somebody that's jumped off of a 2-story building, then got hit by a car after they hit the pavement. It's not pretty. She was all belly swelling up and she was all shaking and god damn, that stuck with me for like 4 days. So then,
4 days, that's
only 4 days. Only 4.
The abandon, right?
Yeah, the abandon, right? So it gets even better. So we're down there and we're looking at her and we're just like, oh, that's the daughter. We thought that there was this weird thing where sometimes we would come home, there was this girl just sitting on the stoop of our apartment, smoking cigarettes and eating Chinese food. And I always wondered why she was sitting there and didn't go inside. And apparently her mom lived up there but didn't trust her to stay home alone. I guess she had some issues. So she would have to just sit outside and wait for her mom to come home from work. So we recognized her, and we went up and started knocking on this lady's door. And after like 5 minutes of yelling and pounding on her door, she finally opens the door and was just like, "What's going on?" I was taking a nap. What do you mean? And we're just like, "I'm pretty sure your daughter just got hit by a car. You better wake up from your nap and go deal with it." She walks outside and she's just like, "Oh, oh man, what happened?" I'm just like, Jesus Christ, you guys shouldn't do drugs during the day. You should care a lot more about this. Your daughter's about to die in the street, cold and alone, and you're wondering what happened. It's pretty obvious. She jumped off the fucking roof. It was a disaster. So after that, I had to make a new Dota account because I didn't have enough games for the abandoned threshold. So I lost like the 20-game streak that I had going there, and yeah, and then I had nightmares about the whole thing.
Is it story time or story nightmares?
Did she die?
I'm actually not sure. We never got the. As you can imagine, we weren't really friends with that neighbor. She was kind of weird, so I don't know. I think the girl. I want to say that she lived. She was still conscious when they took her away in the ambulance, so I took that as a good sign. But I don't know.
Kids are tough. They can jump off buildings and get run over by cars.
Yeah, I don't know.
This story turned very dark very quickly.
Story, Zyori. I can't wait for more
account not being able to go anymore.
Everyone tell stories about when you saw someone die now, I guess.
Fresh out of those.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure she was okay. She was a fighter.
He was just decapitated. No big deal.
Little internal bleeding never killed anybody.
Thanks, Zyori.
Great fucking story, man.
So anybody else have a happy story so we can wrap this bitch up, or anybody?
I do have a couple, but we can save them if